Welcome to solverfy.
All right, so here we're finding a list that is going to be a subset of a list that we're given that will contain all the elements that happened to be greater than the previous terms in the sequence, right? So let's go ahead and call this algorithm a greater than, or let's say greater than sum, perhaps. Makes more sense. And the input is going to be a list of some sort, which are integers. And it should be a non-empty list. So we want to specify that n is greater than equal to 1. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by letting our sum be equal to the first element in the list. All right, we also want to define our set, empty set here. So that's just an empty set to add all the elements into that happen to be greater than the sum. Right, and so then for I that runs from the second index to the final index, we'll say if that particular element is greater than the sum, which is exactly what we're checking for, then we want to add that element to our set. So we can let the set be equal to the set with the element added to it. All right, but then we need to modify our sum, right? Because the sum should continue to change each time I increases to be a new sum, the previous sum, plus the new element. All right, at the very end of this, we want to return, and the whole point was to find a list of integers greater than the sum of the previous ones. And so that list is our sequence, our large sequence S.